Beyonce continues to get canceled by Diddy, and Jason Lee calls out Jay-Z. We got to talk about that and a lot more. But before we get into it, hello, my name is Sebastian and I spill pop culture tea videos every day. I'm keeping you guys updated on all things Diddy, all the theories, all the conspiracies that are being talked about, Beyonce and Jaguar Wright. I am spilling all the tea. So grab a snack and a drink, hit that subscribe button. I am your new messy best friend, and I will always keep you updated with all things pop culture. All right, so listen. Beyonce has definitely had a humongous hit in her popularity due to Diddy. Now, the Beehive has not been beehiving lately, girl. I mean, you really barely see a lot of people, defending Beyonce, in these days. You only see the conspiracies and the theories get bigger and bigger and bigger, and that is affecting her social media. Now, I've been keeping a close eye on her social media, and I've been, definitely making you guys aware of it, making the videos, giving you guys the latest updates. And this past week, there's a humongous decline continuing. Now, we know that in September, there were reports that since the Diddy raids, she has lost allegedly over 5 million followers. Not only that, but allegedly, her popularity has gone down a lot as well. Now, there's been a lot of conspiracies. The Piers Morgan interview with Jaguar Wright, where Jay-Z and Beyonce shut it down. Jaguar Wright continuing to do interviews and podcasts and making people question how come Beyonce and Jay-Z aren't silencing her. I mean, there's a lot of things being said. But the best way that I've always told you that people can show what they mean and really take action is unfollowing. So the past week for Beyonce has seen a lot of decline in followers. Every single day, the past 2 weeks, except one day, she has lost by the thousands. So from Sunday, she lost 500, which obviously not that much. But then the next day, Monday, she lost 26,000. Tuesday, she lost almost 90,000 followers. Wednesday, 35,000. And Thursday, 25,000. On a daily average, she is allegedly losing almost 50,000 followers. And in the last 30 days, she's almost lost 1,500,000 followers. Now, if you guys look at the past week, you see that it has been a humongous decline as well. 50,000, 58,000, 52,000, 40, 84, 59. So there is a huge decline in her popularity. People seem to be very convinced from all of these theories and conspiracies. And the reason that I say that people are getting convinced is because the Diddy thing. I mean, Diddy has definitely opened our eyes to having these conspiracies and theories actually be, it could be true, right? So we're opening our minds to the idea that maybe all of our favorite singers that we have supported and celebrated and admired throughout all these years could be somehow connected to the Diddy allegations. And that is why a lot of people are turning their backs on Beyonce and Jay-Z. Now listen, there has been plenty of conspiracies surrounding Beyonce. I'm not even kidding you guys, for years. For example, the conspiracy of every time Beyonce starts a major world tour, a huge musical icon dies. Have you guys heard of this one? So in 2009, she went on a tour celebrating I Am Sasha Fierce, and this was in March 26, 2009. Guess who passed away in 2009? I'll give you a couple seconds. The king of pop, Michael Jackson. He passed away June 25th, 2009. And she began her tributes. So every concert and almost every tour, she did tributes to them. So here she is singing Halo in her I Am World Tour to Michael Jackson. Two major icons passed away right before she was announced the Miss Carter Show World Tour. And those are probably one of the biggest icons ever. We'll start with the Queen of Disco, Miss Donna Summer, and the Queen of Vocals, Miss Whitney Houston, also passed away. The year before she announced this world tour. Beyonce also did a tribute to Whitney Houston singing I Will Always Love You. Then her Formation World Tour started in 2016, April 27, 2016. And that same year, Prince passed away. Not only the same year, but the same month. And you guessed it, she also did a tribute in her tour, performing Beautiful Ones, a Prince tribute. Then the On the Run 2 tour with Jay-Z started in 2018, and Miss Aretha Franklin passed away that same year, just a couple months in between. And 14 days after the Renaissance World Tour started, in May 10, 2023, Miss Tina Turner passed away. And you guessed it, she also paid a tribute to Tina. So obviously these are just the conspiracies that are floating around online. But girl, between you and me, I mean, the coincidences are coinciding. You know what I mean? Like, damn. But of course, this is all alleged. Thank you, Beyonce. Thank you, Beyonce. Thank you, Beyonce. Anyways, let's move on, girl. Well, Jason Lee, he is now claiming that Beyonce and Jay-Z called him over Diddy allegations. So let's read this together. It says here that Lee went on a rant during the beginning of the clip, being unpleased that he hasn't received calls from the Roc Nation branch, but has been getting calls regarding drama. However, towards the end of the clip, he stated that he hasn't gotten any calls threatening him with violence. Take a look at this.
Why would I, Jason Lee, I'm getting calls, and I haven't even said anything. I stopped a major thing for Beyonce. Didn't even get a thank you. But why is everybody calling me now? And that's the problem that I have with this whole situation. But I am going to save this conversation for Jay-Z. Jay-Z, you're watching. I know you're watching because you got people calling me. Stop having people call me. You can call me yourself. You know how to get my number. You know you got people calling me. Call me yourself, because this right here is going to go viral. The way my job works on the internet, everybody's going to be clipping, sharing on TikTok. Watch this. Do your thing, TikTok. Jay-Z and Beyonce is going to see this. I am exhausted with people calling me about Jay-Z and Beyonce. When the shit's about to hit the fan or some shit, you think I'm going to go fan some shit. Now you showing up. You know, again, I'm not angry. I'm a little disappointed because as much as I've loved this woman for years, I told you I don't like her as much as I used to. I still love her, but I'm not as super fan like I used to be. You know how much I was this woman, this is everything. And this together is everything. But is it? The woman running Jay-Z's company used to traffic drugs. We know this. We know, allegedly, that Desiree was connected to the cartel or to the people who were killing people and selling drugs. Now, whether she was not or not, Jay-Z can choose whoever he wants to run his company. And I met her before, and she gave me permission to speak to the Don because that's what she was. The problem is, y'all are starting to realize that God is bigger than you. All the people y'all paying to intimidate people, not Jay-Z, but the industry, paying to intimidate people, threaten people, kill people, hanging them off the side of y'all doing all this reckless ass shit as multimillionaire billionaires. You deserve all the downfalls that you get.
Ooh, so I think I've uncovered something. So you know how Jason Lee is friends with like everybody in the industry, right? He's like really good friends with Rihanna and he's really good friends with everybody, right? Well, in the same podcast, he does talk about how come he's never been reached out, from Beyonce and by Beyonce and Jay-Z, right? Well, did you guys see when he said that he stopped a major story from coming out? Now, what does he know? What story did he stop? And if that story is something that scared Beyonce and Jay-Z, allegedly, and that is the reason that they're reaching out to him, because they heard that he got himself, in his hands, a story that would be very damaging towards Beyonce and Jay-Z. So, my question is, what is that story? What is in that story? And why could it have been so damaging that allegedly they are trying now to contact him? I mean, of course, believing that everything he's saying is true. Of course, this is all alleged. But you know what I mean? They probably, this is my opinion, probably found out about that story that he stopped. And then they contacted him to make sure that he was on their side. But you heard him say that he's no longer a huge fan of Beyonce like he was before. So, here's the thing. Jason Lee is in the industry. He knows everybody. He is friends with everybody. But I do have to say that Jay-Z and Beyonce, they are allegedly, calling him through third parties or any of these things to shut down the Diddy allegations or the Diddy drama. Listen, you can't silence everyone, right? I believe that if you have nothing to hide, then you have nothing to fear. And if people are talking, of course, if a channel comes out and says things, like confirming that this is the truth and this happened, of course, obviously they have every single right to shut it down. But if we are just sharing the conspiracies that are out there and sharing our thoughts and our ideas, you should not be so threatened. That is my opinion. I feel like Jaguar Wright is the one who definitely started a lot of these, theories and rumors and conspiracies, whatever you want to call them. But Jaguar Wright is the only one not being silenced. Over on TikTok, bunch of videos are being made from creators saying that they have received alleged letters from Jay-Z and Beyonce telling them to take down their content and apologize. There's apology videos all over being viral. That is also being kind of talked about whether that is true or not, because these videos, of course, go viral. So people are, getting money. They never really show the letters. But we definitely know the Piers Morgan one was true because obviously he went live on air. And Jason Lee now saying this, that, Jay-Z, if you have an issue, you call me directly, right? I feel like obviously Beyonce and Jay-Z, if they have nothing to hide, and this is all these conspiracies and things are lies, and they have proof of that, I don't get why they don't just speak out. Same with Justin Bieber, same with all these people being dragged into the Diddy thing, and same with all these people who attended the white parties. If you have nothing to hide, you have nothing to fear. I mean, it's as simple as that. And Tony Busby, the attorney for the 120 new alleged victims, says, a lot of celebrities and huge, powerful names will be going down because maybe they didn't participate in the allegations, but they knew about them and they allowed it to happen. And they looked the other way. They egged it on. They supported it. So I just think that right now, like Tony Busby said, a lot of celebrities are deleting messages, are deleting data off their phones because they know the day will come when they're going to get called out legally. So that does happen and they get called out legally. They're going to have to go to the court of law and go under oath. And, that is the part that I think a lot of celebrities are trying to avoid. That's why Tony Busby said that allegedly a lot of celebrities or a lot of people are settling outside of court because they don't want the public, drama of it all, the spectacle. But with Beyonce and Jay-Z, I just don't know how they will recover from this. I think that a lot of people are done with Beyonce and Jay-Z. I think a lot of people are done with powerful people in the music industry or in the industry, period. I think a lot of people are like, I'm done giving you my money when I believe that you were a part of this or that you knew about this. Because maybe if a celebrity didn't play a role in the actual alleged allegations that allegedly took place, if they still knew about it, they're as guilty as if they were in it. They are, in my opinion, they're guilty. If these allegations of Diddy are true, and celebrities that party with him 24 hours and were with him every single day and worked with him and knew about him and heard things, if they didn't do anything and they're still not doing anything, they're as guilty as Diddy. And that is my opinion. And that's why I think Beyonce's career is going to take a huge dip. That's why I don't think we're going to see a new record out anytime soon. We're not going to see a tour anytime soon, because until the Diddy trial is done, we are going to be, our eyes are going to be on all these celebrities. And mark my words, from this day forward to May 5th, 2025, a bunch of celebrities are going to speak out. A bunch of celebrities are going to get called out, and a bunch of celebrities are going to get canceled, and their careers are going to be over. Will that include Beyonce? I have no idea. But Beyonce, the queen of everything, seeing these type of losses in numbers, whether they're a lot or a little, there's still people, going to their social media and hitting that unfollow button. Allegedly, Jay-Z also has lost millions. I have tried to find Jay-Z's social media analytics and I cannot find them. For some reason, they're completely blocked. But listen, I will say this to end this video. I think that we're in it for a messy, messy ride. I will be covering all things Beyonce, Diddy, Jay-Z, of course, in a respectful manner, in the sense of, you know, allegedly, and making you guys know from the beginning disclaimers that if things are proven or not proven, because I'm not a conspiracy theory channel. I like to talk about facts. And the fact is right now that it seems to me, if this website is true and it's accurate numbers, then she is allegedly losing a lot of followers. And I think people are done with praising and bowing down to Beyonce until she can prove otherwise. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you guys. Do you think that this is the end of Beyonce? Comment below. And if you've enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I love you all, and I will see you guys in my next video. Mwah.